We're going to go do now, Be'ez Hashem Yisborach, Daf Mem Dalet, Meseches Peah. We're going through now a hard sugya, a very lomdish sugya. Anybody who wants to claim Yerushalmi is not lomdish, this is going to be a refutation. Dav shehu roi lahanotzel ishchachai. Ma'u sheyais shikcha. A thing that is roi to become saved, and then he forgot it. If it can still become shikcha. There's a certain situation of a certain part of grain that had a potential to be saved, and then the Maisa, he forgot it. Let's see what it means. What does it mean? We'll see the example, and I don't know if there's another example besides this, and even this is going to be such an interesting example. You have to really understand what the question was, the answer. A person has a few bundles on the ground. Let's call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has a row of bundles, and he has a wag. He collects the bundles. He takes the 1, 2, 3, and then he did not take the fourth one. It's on the line. He didn't take the fourth one. So if he went ahead and he took the fifth one, we say, okay, now you forgot to take the fourth one. That fourth one is shikcha. You cannot go back and take the fourth. Not only if you picked up the fifth, if you waited long enough, it's already right to take the fifth. It's very shikcha. I guess it means that im shahal little as a chamishis. It took him such an amount of time that it shows that he's not planning to take the fourth. The fourth would have taken in 5 seconds. Right now, it passed already more than 5 seconds, so it shows he's not interested in taking the fourth. Even if he didn't pick up the fifth yet. Sounds very theoretical, but this is what it says here. It took him more than 5 seconds, that's really shikcha. So how does the Quran answer this stira? Did he actually pick up the fifth, or did he wait more than 5 seconds? The one that says he actually physically has to pick up, if there's sixth one also, then it's only if he actually physically picked up the fifth one. Then we say, okay, it's over with the fourth one, it's over. There's no sixth one. So then it's enough if there is past enough time that you could take away the fifth. So this is not, it doesn't go more into this thing. It's just focusing on, this is not the main raya. The raya goes on notal. Im yesh deksamar initial adayan shura. Which shura means the oim of 4, 5, and 6. But they have a 4 shikcha at yitul v'poel as 5. But Oz nice 4 shikcha. Varei kvar nitzel 4 al af shesho harba. Am lamrin hay Svara. Let's just read up the words and try to explain it. Not less or chamishas. So you say if you actually physically took the fifth, then it's for sure shikcha. Is not the fourth one already considered a shura? The ombre dovashi royal the not l'shkoche reise shikcha. Af shoyku anitzel yochel dachas. So he's saying an amazing thing, that every time you have another 3 bundles to take, so the din is that if it's 3, it's not considered shikcha. So when you have another 3 left over, you have number 4, 5, and 6. We could view the fourth one that it's really roy leinotzel. It's roy to be saved. How is roy to be saved? If you would forget the 5th and the 6th. It's an amazing concept. So it's roy leinotzel. Dovashi roy leinotzel. That's how the statement started here. Dovashi roy leinotzel. It was roy leinotzel. Why was it roy leinotzel? Because number 4 can be continued by 4, 5, and 6. But what ended up happening, that he actually picked up the 5th and the 6th. It turned out that it was not nitzal because of this din. Right? It was royal and nitzal, or it was not nitzal. It's royal and nitzal because it could have been. It could have been royal and nitzal because it could have been part of a shura. But then it ended up, it was not because he did pick up the 5th and the 6th. And by the way, why, if there is a 6th one, then you need notal? Because then we say, as long as it's not notal, he did not ruin yet this din. If there's only a 5th, then Shaw little makes it shikcha. Because he waited long enough, we say, okay, you forgot number 4. But if there is also a 6th one, so it's harder to make it, to ruin the status of Shikcha. You must actually pick up the 5th to show that you did not forget a shura. However, in this case, it's hard to understand. Even if you did pick up the 5th, why should it be shikcha? We say roy lenotzel. It was already had a chance. It was at a certain point in time when this could have been nitzal because of a din shura. When was that? Before you picked up the 5th. Could have been that you should forget the 5th and the 6th. So we see that we don't say the Svara. Now, it's a lot of things here is very hard to understand. It's hard to understand, first of all, if this question is only based on this case, or there's something else, a different case where the question is asked. If you have a few pieces of grain, so you could say you could have forgotten more. What makes it royal and not so? Could have forgotten I can't see this question. I think it's a very specific question on this case. I don't know where to take this question a step further. And whatever, it's I still am not 100% I can wrap my head around this whole sugya here. I'll go to another question, also very, very interesting. Both of these Gemaras are, you need a Nagar bar Nagar. Tigan Koma Shehitzlas HaKotzer Miyam Rinan Kimisha Oise Pa'ulas Hatzalah Shuv Ein Torah Shikcha. It's impossible for this comma to have a din Shikcha on it, because it's royal Hatzalah. The Mishnah's case, where a comma has a koich to be matzal, if the kotzer is niktzar in a comma, it's nitzelas. So the question is, this comma had a din that it could be matzal something. So maybe there's no din shikha on this anymore, on this comma. Thinking maybe the question from before, goes in our Mishnah, that since it's royal and notzel because of the comma that's matzel the kotzer, it never becomes shikha anymore, even though he forgot it again when he was cutting the comma. Maybe. So now he's talking on the comma. Before he was talking on the kotzer. Now he's talking on the comma, if that comma can ever have a shem shikha. It says Sa'at Tevu Akura, Sa'at She'ina Akura is not Metztaref, and there is Shikcha. You have one Sa'af Tevu that's already in a bundle, so the din Shikcha is that Sasayim is not Shikcha. But you have one Sa'af Tevu that's already uprooted, and the other Sa'at is not Akura, it's still on the ground. The question is, with Tatzl She'ina Akura as Akura. Let the Eina Akura, the one that's still on the ground, be Matzal da Akura. She'eina Akura is Roy Lahatzal. Tatzl She'eina Akura es Akura. She'eina Akura. What does this mean? Ta'atul She'eina Akura es Akura. The Sa'ah that's not Akura, since it's Roy Lahatzal, even though he forgot it, it's matzl. Da royal Hatzalah Shikcha. Da royal Hatzalah da royal Hatzalah Shikcha. הרי זו שיקחה, דאב שהוא רוי להצל. תצל שאינה קורה סקורה. Why do we say that it has a din shikcha? Since there's a din that the comma could be matzel, the kotir, tatzel she'ina akura sakura, dov she'roi lahatzel, she'ina akura. What's the name is חלק הקומה שבשורה השנייה סמוכה לה שעושה דשכחה תצלה סועים מהקודה ששכח עכשיו דבר שיראי להצל נעים את החלק הקומה שבסוד השנייה הסמוכה לה תצלה סועים מהקודה ששכח עכשיו איזה שלקוצת ראי שמגיע לקומה איזה שבקוצת ראי שמגיע לקומה מקצרת עם הקומה איזה קומה שמצלת את הקומה Koma is also Matzelis as a kotzir. Koma Matzelis as a kotzir. Koma is Matzel the kotzir. Koma Matzel as a kotzir. Koma Shoyla Atzel. Tat Sheina Gua Koma שאינה הקורה סקורה כמו אז מסל קוצר סבותו הקורה סבותו שאינה הקורה תאז שאינה הקורה וכמו אז מסל the din is כמו אז מסל לקוצר So since it was royal Hatzalah, it's impossible to this become Shikcha anymore. Dovish royal Hatzalah. Tatsush eina kura zakuron. Dovish royal Hatzalah. V'shachachai. Dovish royal Hatzalah. Tatsush eina kura zakuron. Tatsush eina sagat hakoich. Sobald man gekannt Matzel sein. Sobald man gekannt Matzel sein. Viele Itzte hat das euch vergessen. Natzel Schachachai. Sie gehen Royal Natzel. Gehen Royal Natzel. Doshi Royal Natzel Schachachai. Gehen komm. Shikcha, da she royal Hatzalah. Sie gehen nach Zeit, wo du sie gekannt Matzel sein. Den ist das kaum als Matzel. Weiß hat vergessen, damals euchet. Tatla Kura, Sheina Kura, Sakura. Einfach die Gemara, Tikpasse bekoit Shure, Ma'am Shure. Ashar koit Shure, Ma'am Shure. Ja, כבר שוכח הסקומה, אשר ישכח הסוימר. תתש אינה קורה, הסקורה. שוכח הסקומה, vergessen de Komma, vergessen de vergessen de Komma, vergessen de Oime, konnte vergessen de Komma. Und später geht nach collect de Oime, hat vergessen de Oime. Damals ist das ein Problem. Schochach es a Komma, bekoitze Shure, Mame Shure. Und jene, sie hat schon bei immer, der nächste sie hat schon bei immer. Koitze Shure, Mame Shure. Keitze die Oise, Keitze die Oise, Keitze die Oise, Keitze die Oise, Keitze die Oise.